Hello there, Pisces. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are doing your September career and money tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's see what we have here. Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. Okay, so, this is the energy of, coming into clarity about, I feel like this is more about your soul's purpose. The owl to me represents the Hierophant, coming into the wisdom of why you are here and what you are to do. And then we have Imagine. Yeah. Having the clarity about it, but then seeing this in a much bigger perspective, almost like putting your soul's purpose into perspective, but then it's almost like expanding. It's an idea that comes to you, but it's almost like it expands your whole, honestly, your whole life. It's not just your career. I feel like there's almost like this huge shift in your life, like maybe even in your lifestyle, where you live. Who you spend your time with, it's this energy of just, okay, I'm going in this direction. Now you've had this energy a little bit in your readings for some time, but I feel as if it's still not been clear. It's been a little bit foggy. And now, we have a full moon in Pisces. So it's a full moon in your sign, on Saturday the 10th. So you could get the clarity that you're really looking for in your career and money sector. But once again, this is a totally new shift in your life. There's, well, let me put these out and then we're going to look at this. Yeah. Okay. So underneath you have the Deception card and you have the Moon. I feel like there's been some secrets or some gossip or rumors or just backstabbing types of energies around you. And I feel like intuitively you have seen this. I mean, your energy is coming out again. You've intuitively known this, but I feel like that is part of this. Like you get clarity about how, your employer, your, co-workers, other people, maybe a client, maybe, somebody else that you network with. Somebody has, been keeping secrets from you. Kind of, I'm not going to say necessarily truly outright betrayed you, okay? But you're feeling it like a betrayal. It's really, my heart chakra is really kind of like in pain. I feel like even though this may not be an outright betrayal, you're finding out some information, okay, that is very difficult for you to, accept as not being a deception. I feel like this person is going to have some excuse. Well, I was just waiting to see how this would work out before I let you know that I'm selling the business, or, something like that. And you're kind of like, I feel as if, it's almost like you haven't had a fair shake, okay, in some situation because somebody didn't let you know the part that they were playing in this. And this is helping you to open up to, once again, I feel like, okay, that's it. It's almost like the last straw, really much of a sense of, I'm giving too much to this situation and I need more to come to me. And now you're seeking, your true joy and abundance. And then look at King of Pentacles. It's almost as if I really feel like karma is playing out in this situation in your favor, Pisces. I feel like you have, really been true and authentic to this situation, but this other person or this situation is not necessarily true to you. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. Let's get you some details about this. We have creative endeavor, and then we have the Five of Wands. Okay, in creative endeavor, I think this is your business, your spiritual gifts, your healing business, your creative abilities that you're trying to put out to the world to help in some capacity, right? Because both of these cards are extremely spiritual, stepping into your soul's purpose, knowing that your gifts and talents are here to help others in some way, in some healing fashion or some other, to help other people to tap into their creativity too, perhaps. But with the Five of Wands, there's this energy of competition. I feel like you have been in competition with somebody else in a way, okay, depending on your situation. It's almost this energy, you've been in competition with somebody else, but you didn't know it. Like somebody may have actually stolen your idea. Let's say you wanted to start a website and you were going to sell crystals on your website, right? And you really put a lot of time and energy into creating, the image that you wanted for your online store, and collecting crystals, and trying to help people to understand the benefits of crystals. You've built this whole thing, or you've been working on this idea for some time, and what you didn't realize was that you were sharing your kind of ideas with a friend or a coworker or somebody else in your life. You may have been kind of sharing your ideas, but you didn't realize that it was almost like they were taking notes. They were also kind of almost doing something, maybe not exactly that way, but similar. There's this sense of somebody taking your ideas, or it could be in the workplace, saying unkind things about you behind your back, right? You could have both been up for the same promotion and you didn't realize it. They may have withheld that information from you, and now you're finding it out. And you're kind of you're not my friend. You're a backstabber. Oh, Pisces, I'm so sorry. I think intuitively you have never really trusted this person. This could be even a friend. It's somebody that, you kind of almost haven't trusted. Yeah, something has to come. Look, Seven of Swords on the bottom. Somebody is doing things behind your back. King of Cups. You came into whatever this situation is. You came in from your heart, your energy coming in a loving way, perhaps trying to help this person. You may have even it could be you tried to help somebody that was wanting to start a business. So you helped them, right? Thinking that maybe they said, oh yes, well, once I get my business up and going, I'm going to hire you, or I'm going to pay you, or something like that. And then they're stabbing you in the back. You came into this in good faith. This person, they didn't have good faith. And so now you're understanding, okay, I have to go find my own financial stability. I have to go build my own. It's almost as if you overgave to this other situation. Now you realize that you have been, taken advantage of. So you're stepping into your courage, your strength. I love that energy, right? Independence. You're worrying more about yourself than whoever this other person is, right? And you're allowing this to end, this situation, whatever it is, to end, because you're wait a minute, you don't have my back. I had your back, but you didn't have my back. And it's kind of okay, I see you. Oh my goodness, Pisces, I am so sorry. I feel though that there is almost the situation comes to light, right? You understand now, you see clearly, and it's kind of okay, now I know what I need to cut out of my life. And it's this relationship, this situation. I also feel there's almost my spine is really straight and strong, right? It's kind of okay, because Pisces, you are such a loving person, right? You go into every situation thinking the best of the other person, right? And so I feel as if you're kind of like, okay, now I see what you have done. And you kind of like get your grit about you in this situation so that you step up to the plate and you say, okay, now I know where I'm putting my time and energy. It's on me. It's on my pile of money that I want to bring in, or the material things, or, you know, the legacy wealth that you're trying to build. But you're also stepping into it with, okay, I'm not doing it to, I feel like, you know, for some of you, it could be that this person that you've been dealing with is only thinking about money. Here's the nice thing about you, Pisces. You're not just thinking about the money, right? You're really trying to help other people. You're in the spiritual side of it. You're trying to find joy and fulfillment in the work that you do. You're not just thinking about the money. I think the person you've been dealing with has just been all about the money. So here's your obstacle for the month of September, but this is what you're going to overcome. You know, intuition and manifestation and 3 of Wands. You're putting it out into the universe the way that you would like to take this new information and move out in a new direction. But it's almost as if you understand, I need a little help from the universe. I feel like you're really stepping into taking a look at you know, for some of you, I think almost this energy of maybe taking a vacation or just taking a little bit of a break, some time for yourselves. See, both of these women are kind of by themselves. This energy of, okay, wait a minute, I need to clear my mind. I need to get back into my heart space because I feel like this situation really initially, you know, is very, 10 of Wands, you know, it puts a huge burden on you. I think it's almost as if it tests your, I don't want to say your trust in other people. It's really not that. It's really, it almost like trust, it almost like affects your own trust in your intuition and the way that you want to proceed. It's almost as if you have to go back in almost to the hermit energy to find your I want to say your spiritual footing in this situation. This is really trying for you. So, and for some of you, you could have found out this information already. You know, you could have already found it out and you're just trying to, in September, trying to figure out what to do about this. Yeah, I feel, you know, you're going to be celebrating. It's getting inspired. You're going in a new direction. It's kind of like, okay, I'm done with this. I've put all the time and energy I can into this. I feel like you're taking a little bit of a break to reassess. The 7 of Pentacles is reassessing. You've put a lot of time and energy, effort, love, passion into something, right? You've discovered something that's unpleasant and now you're reassessing. Okay. How do I want to move forward? What is my next step? And when you go within, right? The intuition, listening to your heart, I think that's what happens is, you know, the 5 of Wands is a little bit of this, you know, mind, the monkey mind, you know, coming into play. And it's kind of like, I think you handle yourself so well in this situation, Pisces, because you're just like, okay, I'm just going to go by myself and just think, what is it that my heart is calling me to do as my next step? So your advice here is family and the 5 of Cups. So let's go ahead and clarify that because I'm getting a couple of different messages. For some of you, it could be a family member that you find out has, you know, been the one that has, you know, stabbed you in the back, you know, betrayed you, taken advantage of you. It could be that. I feel like it's interesting because the cards are on the table like this. You see how the 5 of Cups, she's looking at the family, right? She's looking at the family. There's 2 things. Either the person that has, you know, betrayed your trust in some way is a family member. And this is leaving you really sad because it's not just the dynamics of this creative project or business situation. It also is changing the dynamics of your family. right? Because all of a sudden, when you sit down for Thanksgiving dinner, there's going to be a little bit of conflict, right? So I feel like there's a little bit of that energy. If it's not a family member or, a close friend or somebody that is really a big part of your life, then I feel like you're turning to family and friends to get some emotional support at this time, because you're definitely having this energy of looking at what you have lost and being kind of sad about it. So let's clarify this, because it's interesting that this is your advice, right? This is your advice. Understanding that this is going to give you, oh my goodness, it has a good ending. Okay, Four of Pentacles, really protecting yourself, protecting your finances at this time, not overgiving. Yeah, you have Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. It's interesting because the Two of Cups, right, is, the Two of Cups that you have left here. It's kind of recognizing, okay, I have lost three flowers, 3 cups, right, in the water, but I still have these 2 cups that are on the branch. I still have 2 cups left. And here are my 2 cups, right? I'm going to take those 2 cups and I'm going to protect them. I think you're protecting what you have left. Really interesting to build something new that is really in alignment with your heart. And look at this energy. Queen of Pentacles. So you have the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Cups. For some of you, I honestly feel like you are coming into an alignment with a new business partner or a new romantic partner, right? Somebody that could be in your life long term. I think that the silver lining to whatever this situation is that it puts you onto this new path. Remember, you're going to be looking at this, reassessing, going in a new direction. You're choosing to go in a new direction. And when you choose to go in a new direction, it brings you into alignment with new people that are really in alignment with what it is that you're trying to create. Look at this. You have the Three of Pentacles, working things out after a period of healing, and I feel like that's that reassessment, that healing. Okay, this did not work out. I really feel like you're putting your trust, or you're trusting somebody to help you out or something like that. Does not work out, right? And when you reassess, you're kind of like, okay, now I know that there's other people that can either help me, or I just need to stay in alignment with what my heart is calling me to do. I feel like for some of you, you may have been in a business partnership or in some type of work atmosphere where it was all about the money, right? And what you're understanding, this clarity is perhaps that it's just about the money and you're not having any fulfillment. There's no soul purpose here. You feel totally drained. So I feel like for some of you, that is the big change that you are making, is that, you could have felt at one time that this job, this career was going to lead you to fulfillment. Now you understand, that the backstabbing could just be that the person that you've been working with, or the person you've been working for, or other people that you've been working with, all they wanted, right, was the bottom dollar. That's all they were concerned about. And you have a much bigger purpose in mind. And that is where you're going. Really lovely energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's your soul truth card. To where does my soul want to travel? See, I feel like your soul is just calling you, saying, you can't put up, I think your soul is saying to you, you can't put up with this stuff anymore. Come on, let's get out of here. When we travel, we grow. We open up our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and mind expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? And it's really kind of interesting, because I had that energy of maybe going on a vacation, during this resting period, kind of that hermit time, maybe it is, both of these are near water. Maybe you go, somewhere near water, spend some time, spend a few days by yourself, kind of really reassessing. It's really a reassessment of the direction that you want to go in. And it brings you so much success. I mean, it really does. Do not be fearful of this change, because these cards are lovely. The energy of once you move out of this situation, you know, and get kind of like a handle on how you want to proceed, the path is open for you to have everything that it is that you truly want, you know, the money, the abundance, and the joy and fulfillment. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I also appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.